Fred always ended up hurting his leg. Even when SpongeBob used his own body to protect him, he still couldn't stop Fred from injuring his leg. This was already Fred's 1,000th visit to the hospital for leg treatment. The doctor warned him to take better care of his leg, or he would eventually need an amputation and a prosthetic leg.
It might be cool to you, Fred, but how does the robot feel about it?
Don't take my leg! Don't take my leg!
Right after leaving the hospital, Fred ran into SpongeBob. This time, Fred's leg had been injured when SpongeBob crashed into a train. Now Fred just wanted SpongeBob to stay far away from him, but SpongeBob felt extremely guilty, so he decided to secretly follow Fred and protect him. Whenever he saw Fred's foot about to get hurt, SpongeBob showed up just in time to remove the danger. However, SpongeBob underestimated Fred's terrible luck. After protecting Fred for only 10 minutes, SpongeBob was already covered in injuries. Later, Fred returned to work at the factory, but to SpongeBob's shock, Fred's job was extremely dangerous. SpongeBob disguised himself as the factory owner to approach Fred.
Welcome back, Fred. Nice leg work. But you know, it's a lot safer if you use a table leg instead.
Wow, really?
Now, Fred, I wouldn't pull your leg. Watch this.
The next day, Fred went to see a yoga master to learn how to relax his body. The master's treatment method was making Fred walk across burning hot coals.
Feet are cold. My feet are cold. My feet are cold.
High five! My feet are cold, my feet are cold, my feet are cold, my feet are cold. Transcendence.
SpongeBob realized he couldn't protect Fred alone, so he asked Patrick for help. Then they ran into a cute little girl. SpongeBob mistakenly thought the girl was a threat, and Patrick snatched the cookie out of her hand. But unexpectedly, the little girl turned out to be a difficult customer. She directly bit Patrick's leg. An ambulance arrived just in time and took Patrick away. Fred was jealous of Patrick because he also really wanted to go to the hospital. SpongeBob was completely confused by this.
I'm in love with a nurse. Oh, you're in love with a nurse! Fred, I got an idea.
SpongeBob hinted that he had a plan to hurt Fred's foot. Then they snuck into a prison. SpongeBob asked an inmate to smash Fred's foot, but the prisoner flatly refused. Next, they went to a jellyfish farm. They planned to use a jellyfish to shock Fred's foot, but SpongeBob messed up and released all the jellyfish. SpongeBob tied Fred to the railroad tracks so a train would run over his leg, but when the train got close, a robot appeared and forced the train to stop. The robot did this because it was afraid its last remaining leg would end up being attached to Fred. SpongeBob gave his own foot to the robot.
Thank you, SpongeMan. This one is even better than my leg.
Fred finally decided to give up. He believed he and the nurse he admired were never meant to be together. SpongeBob comforted him and told him not to worry. The next moment, an ambulance arrived. Even though Fred was injured, his leg wasn't hurt.
My head and torso! Wow, that's crazy. They hit me everywhere except my legs!
Luckily, SpongeBob showed up and carried him away. Now everyone with injured legs had gathered at the hospital. SpongeBob was very curious about what the person Fred was obsessed with looked like. Suddenly, the ground began shaking violently. SpongeBob thought it was an earthquake, but it was actually Fred's crush approaching. Although the nurse looked fierce to everyone else.